scared of dentists.
Hello, hiya! My name is Claire and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to show you how to make this DIY salt spray. This is actually meant to be a dupe for, is it the Bees and Bumbles salt spray? I'm not exactly sure, I think that's it. Anyway, that is really expensive, whereas this is so cheap. But this is meant to give your hair texture and volume and make it look like you spent all day at the beach when you really didn't. Only you and I know that. No one else shall know. As you see, my hair is short, so it more just gives it volume and lift and texture. Whereas if your hair is long, it will actually help in two ways. If you want to see how I did this, then just keep watching. Is there a song about going to the beach? No? Let's go to the beach. Oh! Let's go to the beach. Let's get away. They say what we're going to say. Have a drink, eat, and then ready to like me. I'll come back. Let's go. Let's make it. Okay, go. So I'm back. This is our overview of the equipment you're going to need. The first thing you're going to need is a kettle or something to warm water in. You're going to need a measuring jar or something to stir your ingredients together. We will need a ramekin with crushed salt and a spray bottle, 100 ml, to put your spray in. Then we're going to need a half a cup, a tablespoon, a quarter of a cup, and something metal. Clearly I used a knife. Our ingredients. Whoa. First is a quarter of a teaspoon of sea salt. We're going to use a tablespoon of Epsom salt, half a teaspoon of aloe vera, and then a few drops of a conditioning base oil, and I used almond. And finally, with 3 or 4 of essential oils, rosemary and lavender. First thing, you're going to need to get yourself some water. And I poured this out of the tap and into the kettle, and I heated it till it was warm. But you don't want it to be boiling. Online, I read that you should use distilled water because tap water has impurities in it, whereas distilled water is obviously free from the impurities, and so it's better to use. But then I was looking and I was like, you know what? I don't have time to sit and distill water. So I'm not going to distill water. If you want to use distilled water, you can do that. Go knock yourself out. But if you just want to yo it like me and use tap water, well then, let's do it. That made no sense at all. Anyway, so before you pour your water into your measuring jar, you're going to want to get yourself a knife or a piece of metal and put it into your jar. And the reason is, when you put in like hot water into glasses, more times than not, they will like smash or crack. And obviously, you know, you don't want smashed or cracked glass. And the reason that happens is because if you put in the hot water, inside of the glass heats up, whereas the outside and the handles stay cold. The inside starts to expand, whereas the outside hasn't, and that like friction and pressure causes the glass to like shatter and smash and go everywhere. So to prevent that, we're going to put in some metal. I don't know, I think maybe like that conducts the heat away from the glass or something like that. But that's what we do. So we're going to take now half a cup of water. You want it to be warm, you don't want it to be boiling, and you don't want it to be that hot. See? No smash glass. Next thing that you're going to want to do is get yourself some Epsom salts, and you want a tablespoon of Epsom salts. And the reason that you use Epsom salts is to give your hair volume and obviously texture, and it does actually condition your hair as well. We're just going to drop that into our half cup of water. This tablespoon. The next thing, you're just going to stir it till it all dissolves and disappears. And actually, when I was buying this, I also bought Epsom salts and activated charcoal at the same time. And on the packaging, it says they're for constipation. And I was like, oh my god, if somebody sees me buying this stuff, they're going to think I have severe rectal issues. Thankfully, no one did, so I just got to buy my stuff and run away. Obviously, the reason I bought them was to make like my own natural products, not for constipation. Let's move on from that topic. The next thing you want to do is get yourself some salt. This is coarse sea salt, and I have just grinded a tiny bit of it up into this bowl. And then you're going to measure a quarter of it into your water. The reason we use sea salt is to give the hair, again, texture, and it makes it stiff, so it will hold your wave in place. People say that salt can be really bad for your hair and drying, but this is far less concentrated than in the ocean, so your your hair will be fine. And then we just stir this all up again. The next thing is you want to add in some aloe vera. And this is pure natural aloe vera gel. You want the real stuff, you know. The reason you use aloe vera is it gives your hair hold. And aloe vera, if you don't really know, is actually so good for you. It heals sunburn, for starters, but it actually helps hair growth and it decreases dandruff. So you want half spoon of that. So add it in. So slimy. If you have some extra aloe vera, you just rub it on your hands, since you know aloe vera is a moisturizer. So next you want to add about 1/4 of a teaspoon of conditioner. And I don't mean actual conditioner, I mean either oil. So one of the ones that I would suggest would be almond oil, and this is obviously 100% pure and it is cold pressed. You want all your oils to be cold pressed. I have quite oily hair, so I'm not going to use this. The reason that you would use this is if your hair is dry, to just condition it a little bit more, and it gives, you know, sea spray something to hold on to. So I'm not going to do that, but if you have dry to normal hair, I would recommend putting in a few drops of almond oil to condition. What I am going to do, however, is add essential oils, and this is lavender. Obviously, this is optional, but I really like the smell of it, and lavender is like antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial, so I think it will help it last longer and it smells really good. Okay, so I'm just going to put in about 4 drops of this. Go. 1. Come on. 2. You do 3, 4. Bit too much there. And I actually got a bit in my finger. But luckily lavender is like one of the essential oils that's allowed to drop in your finger and not kill you. This is actually rosemary, and I don't know if I have any of it left. Rosemary is, I think, my favourite oil to use in your hair because it is so good for everything. It stimulates your hair follicles so that your hair will grow thicker and prevent your hair losing colour as fast. It stops dandruff. It's just the oil of hairs, and I clearly used so much of it, it's gone. We'll see if we can get any rosemary out, but I would put in a couple of drops of rosemary as well. Is there going to be any rosemary? Come on! Oh, did you see that? Oh, we got some rosemary! Yay! So yes, a couple of drops of rosemary for your condition your hair, and then give it all a stir up. One thing I also want to say, that if you want to lighten your hair, you could either use chamomile tea as a base, or else lemon and like alcohol. Lemon lightens hair, but it would need to be kept in the fridge. And if you wanted to like darken or enrich the dark hair color, you would use dark tea or some sage oil. And if you have ginger hair, you would use carrot oil. If you use chamomile or black tea as a base, you do have to keep it in the fridge. This should keep for about 2 to 3 months, probably even longer, but I think I'll have it all gone by that stage, so no need to worry about that. All dissolved. I'm going to pour it into our bowl. This, as you can see, is more than 100 mils. This is like 120. But I have this wee tiny bottle because this is so much handy to put in your bag and to carry around. And in all honesty, like, I would have got a bigger bottle, but the town didn't have any. Like, I couldn't find 200ml bottles anywhere. So if you have a bigger bottle, use a bigger bottle. I have to stick with this wee one. But we're going to just pour it in. Ah! Smells so good. And obviously don't fill it too full. And voila! Now we're just going to shake it. Make sure everything will mix together, so just shake it. Make sure the lid's on tight. Shake it, shake it. What's it like? Shake on like a Polaroid picture. That is so not even the melody. But I'm trying to rest my voice. Not really, but because I'm clearly talking, but I need to warm up before I start to sing. So we're just gonna like say that this is like shake it, right? We're shaking it. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Now you're gonna spray it on your hair, and you're gonna spray it on the roots and in the bases of the hair. If your hair is damp, which is the ideal time to use this when your hair is damp out of the shower, you just take it and you spray it all over your hair, and you scrunch your hands, scrunch your hair. You shouldn't really use a towel because I find that towels create a lot of frizz and knot my hair and kind of create split ends. So what you should actually use is as close to 100% cotton as you get, like an old t-shirt or something. So much better for towel drying your hair, so use like an old t-shirt or something. And then if your hair is straight, you can spray it and then plait it or put it in a bun, and then it will give some wave. I have quite naturally wavy hair, and at the minute this is like day 3, so it doesn't really need to be fully wet. You can use it on dry hair as well. So what I'm going to do is spray this all over my roots. I'm going back to my roots, babe. And obviously the longer you leave it, the spray is like actually spray. Sometimes I forget that it goes like everywhere. It's all wet. I feel like water really down. Raining men. No, it's like raining salt. And now we have to scrunch. I prefer to turn my hair upside down and scrunch. Obviously this is better if you have long hair, because I find when your hair is short, you don't have enough length to really get loads of waves. So for short hair, it kind of more gives you volume and texture, which is obviously what you want. But when you have long hair, it'll go lovely. And usually you should leave it till your hair is fully dry, because it is water at the end of the day, so it will make your hair wet. You should leave it till your hair fully dry. So yeah, this is the finished look. It has so much more texture and volume, voluminous. But yes, I hope you have enjoyed learning how to make your own sea salt. The idea for this came from a blog post, so I will link the blog post below on where I got like my quantities and stuff. I did kind of change them. I'm really into making things and using essential oils and aromatherapy. So if you want some more videos on like how I make different products that I use, like moisturizers and like mascara and all my own homemade stuff, then just let me know and leave a comment below. And if you try this, make this yourself, please let me know how you get on. As always, like, I'm not a qualified chemist. Technically, I'm like going to be a biologist in a way. Well, I'm not a chemist, so I don't know, you may react to this, you may not. You really shouldn't react to salt. As you can see, this is made with such good products, good quality, and should last, as I said, about 3 to 4 months. Please like this video, subscribe so you know when my next video is coming, and it is going to be part 2 of my London vlog when we go to Covent Garden. And what am I doing? Where else do we go? We go to a festival. I don't know. I was gonna say jazz hands, like jazz hands, but no. Okay, but yes. So please subscribe and share this video if you think it's going to help anybody else. And if you do try it, let me know how you get on. So yes, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Bye bye. Ooh. Should I do that from now on? This is my bye bye. I think like cheerio.
Catherine Rachel.